Hi friends. I want to do one more exercise on connecting to different aspects of being in that heart space. So a couple of weeks ago, I showed you just a simple way to drop into your own heart, into that space where you can be more present with compassion and curiosity. Then last week, I showed you how to connect to your heart and then connect out to someone else's heart and communicate with them at a heart level, even if they aren't available in the physical form for a multitude of reasons, a way to be connected. And I got a lot of great feedback from you all that was a really helpful exercise. I'm so glad. What I wanted to show today was a way to connect to the back of your heart. So the heart space is not just here, but it's also in that space in the upper back between the shoulders. It's this whole cavity of our upper chest. One reason I wanted to do the video here where I'm kind of backlit, so it might be kind of hard to see my face, is I really like the idea of shining and illuminating on the back of my heart. So I kind of wanted to have that visual sense of that. And a lot of times we push things to the back unconsciously, and then we feel them in our back body. So, Donnie Epstein, who I've studied a lot with, will often say, like, nobody ever says they have a bad front. It's like, I have a bad back, right? Like, we push these things to the back of our body. Also, when we feel unsafe, we kind of come in and create an armoring through the back of the heart, right? So what I wanted to work with today is start to access a sense of opening, a gentle opening in the back of the heart. And so in order to do this, you've got a couple of options. You could, if it's available for you and it's not painful for the arms, shoulders, neck, you could take your arms like this so that they create like you're holding a ball of light, basically. If that's not comfortable, you can do this with your hands kind of on the knees like this, either, with your legs wide. So if you're sitting in a chair, open your knees wide, or sit cross-legged with your hands on your knees. So either way is fine. And then what you're going to do is, when you're ready, close your eyes and you're going to breathe into the back of the heart. So into that space in the upper back between the shoulder blades, and imagine the breath going back there. And then exhale out through the nose. And what I want you to play with is the senses that when you're inhaling, the shoulder blades are moving away from one another. You might even let your elbows lift a little, so it's a rounded spine. You're letting the breath come in that space between the shoulder blades, and as you exhale, you're letting your wings or your shoulder blades come back and your elbows down a little. So inhale, letting your elbows lift a little, opening up through the back of the heart, and exhale, letting your elbows come down. Again, you can do this with your hands on your your hands on your knees. Same thing, kind of roll the shoulders in, elbows up a little, and then exhale, let your elbows come back down. So it's like a very gentle, almost like a cat and cow movement, but really small, right only in the upper back. And I want you to imagine, as you're doing that there's an illumination in the back of your heart, so that not only breath, but energy, loving presence, light is waking up and shining on the back of your heart. All of the things that got stuck to the back, that were hard to feel, that were too much for your system. Just imagine that you're gently opening, gently bringing light and energy and breath to those parts of the body. Inhale through your nose, upper back, back of the heart. Exhale through the mouth or nose. Good. And do that we'll do it maybe 5 to 7 more breaths. Keep the focus on the upper back, drawing breath and energy into the upper back, into the back of the heart. And one more breath. And then if your arms are lifted, go ahead and rest them again. And keep your eyes closed. And now I want you to imagine a big ball of light that's not just in front of you, but all the way back behind you. So a few feet out in front, a few feet behind you, a few feet out to the right and left, just around the heart. It can be closer in if you want it, or bigger if you want it, but imagine a big ball of light. And just feel the light of your heart shining forward, shining back, shining to the sides. light shining into the back of the heart, the sides of the heart, the front of the heart. So it's almost like you're either like a lighthouse shining out in all directions, or that the sun is coming into the heart from all directions, whichever image or another image of your own is most resonant. Just inviting a sense that all the parts of you that you might not even be conscious of are receiving loving presence right now. Any parts that have been pushed aside or brought to the shadows or made wrong are just receiving loving presence. You don't have to be conscious of what those are, but you might be. Good. When you're ready, open your eyes. Just notice, do you feel any different in your body? There's a space behind your heart. Do you feel any more connected? Any more open in the back body? And then today, throughout the day and throughout this week, just if there's a part of you that you have made wrong or it's hard to show, it's hard to be with, you can visualize that part sitting in the back of your heart, and that you're just going to bring loving presence. You're just going to bring life, bring love, bring breath, bring presence to that part of you without needing to change it, without needing to make anything different. Have a beautiful day.